All right, I'm leaking a message from Bozadar on Discord because it is such a useful tip. I have been frustrated with YouTube comments for years because things disappear on me. And they just showed me that you can set filters as default. It's so amazing. All right, so I need to go do that. I've been working on website stuff so much, trying to figure out what I want to do, how I want things to work, how I want them to look. I just played this game, Luck and Loot. Ideally, this would go to my playthrough in some way, or it would display these screenshots, display information about the game. It would be useful to people. I'd be able to put game recommendations and things that I want to play next. And link to other people's videos. The person that I just referenced, Bozadar, they put out Oaken Tower videos, and there's 2 short videos showing the Doom book, and under the Oaken Tower section, not that it's organized at all, I should be able to put, it doesn't even link to Oaken Tower. Why does it not link to Oaken Tower? I might not have made that page yet. But you should be able to click that and get more info about Oaken Tower. It's just a thing that I want to work on. I'm slowly making progress, but it's kicking my butt a little bit. I don't know. I'm having fun with it. Part of it is I don't know exactly what the scope of what I want to do is. And at sometimes I want to do a ton. At sometimes I just want to organize my playlists. I don't know. What are we doing? 1,576 subscribers. Still the same after refreshing. Content. Comments. Not that many comments. A reasonable number. 4 on this, 1 on this, 1 on this. 6 comments. I can read through 6 comments. That's within my abilities. Okay, and most important, I want to click this. I want to click filter. No. Response status. Click that. I want to show unresponded. I want to show responded. I want to show new replies to your response. I want to apply that. Then, what did they just show me? They showed me to do this. I have to click set current filters as default. It's amazing. Why doesn't YouTube do this normally? I guess because people want to remove it from the list. And sometimes it's good. Look. They show up. It's amazing. It's so good. But I also can't do anything on my main account. What? Really love, comment on your videos. Can't do that on my main account. Isn't your fault, just ranting. Oh, this was about, for some reason, they can't find things. Look, I didn't even see the response, and now I can. It's showing that your last video was updated 2 days ago. Don't know if that's true. Last video was uploaded 2 days ago. I don't know if this is because I'm doing the members first videos, but I upload videos every day, 3 of them. I upload a bunch. As someone who doesn't play this game, and probably never will, due to how much the combinations, all that stuff is involved, still found your videos entertaining and somewhat mesmerizing. God, reading is the hardest thing in the world. And the amount of explaining in this one seemed just right. Okay, that is awesome to hear. Helped me grasp what's going on in the game. Logic. I don't know what I'm doing. Sits casually in diamond after showcasing a 16-8 win. So, I do know what I'm doing compared to, the average player or somebody unfamiliar with the game, for sure. The problem is, I end up comparing myself to people who really know what they're doing in the game. Like Bob's community, the Twitch streamer that I like to hang out in his chat a little bit when I'm working on thumbnails or relaxing at the end of the night. His level of knowledge in this game is so far beyond me. If I played 10 matches head to head against him, he would win 10 out of 10. Maybe I'd pick up 1 just because I dumb luck, find something amazing. But in general, he would just demolish me in this game. Imagine he put 1 weapon on his board with all that empower. True. But then I wouldn't get all the empower because the enemy would die. You can't get to 500 empower. I just need a really slow weapon. That would actually be a fun challenge. Huh. Now I'm trying to think what like the slowest weapon I could get is to try and build up and have it do like a one shot after 20 seconds. Maybe that could be fun. There's a spreadsheet of the encounters. You'll link it. For which game? Soon enough. Working on it. Just takes time. Is this for Oaken? Yeah, for Oaken Tower. I was going to work on that actually. Where is my thing? Oaken Tower guide. Look, except I'm lazy. But that was one of the things while I was playing, because I was playing this off camera, I was taking screenshots of all the different things that I'm like, I would want to explain what this is. So one of the events gives a mending serum. I forget. Yeah, this one. So you'd want to have it so that mending serum, you show what that is. I don't need to show the whole screen. I would just cut this one part. On my to-do list as well, maybe. You need to show what Frozen Orb is for this Northern Blessing event. I've climbed so much in Oaken Tower. I'm now Diamond, playing it off camera. Have to check out Luck and Loot. I really liked Luck and Loot. I just played it today and it was really good. I want to play a second run. I'm enjoying it. I feel like my second run will go way better now than the first one. Kind of worried the game might be too easy, but the first one was not too easy. It's just over time it might become too easy. I'm not sure. It seemed really good. There was another game that is like Luck Be a Landlord as well. What was that game? This one, Merge Maestro. Looked like I saw Northern Lion was playing this on Twitch today. I didn't watch it because I want to play it myself. They have a demo and it's only $3. Is it bundled with anything I own? Gamble Tower All In. Nope. But I might check this one out. Just limited time. It looks good. Looks promising. I could see what kind of... Ooh, 100% reviews. 100%. Okay, I might play this one. So, another game to play. Along with all the others. What else are we doing? Wait, did I even finish? I didn't even finish editing this one. Hey, I got a thumbnail. Oh, I have to make a playlist for it. There are like a million little things I do every day. They're all easy, but I have to remember them and I get distracted. Like I'll decide while I'm doing that one, I want to make a website to organize that, and then I go off and do that. Insane start. You've made the golden pan. Until you've made the golden pan, I would have made the badger stars active with the foods. I should have. The badger was like the most important part of that build early. I didn't realize how good it is. No, you're absolutely right. I've never had a badger start before. That was crazy. So normally you get badger late game and yeah, it's kind of nice. But early game, it's insane. It's like doubling your HP every activation. I should have been focusing that. The only thing is, its stars don't do as much. They give a little bit of extra max HP, but they don't like speed it up or anything. They're still good though. Since a few vids ago, you asked what my opinion of the game is, and what I'd do if I played it. I'm still curious what your opinion of this one is versus the mobile game. I'm interested in the mobile game too, but I have too many games. If you go back to around 25:15, if you rotate the pan, everything is set up. I would have to go look at it. I might look at that timestamp after. I believe it though. Literally had a run with food they called relics in the mobile backpack game. Had a run where it goes crazy with healing foods and activation times. Yeah, that's kind of the goal with pan, except the activation times in this game get negated by the fact that pan can instantly activate all the foods around it anyways. So at first you're trying to speed up the foods, and then after you're just trying to speed up the pan because it speeds up everything. Gonna put this vid up tonight. Fall asleep to it. Awesome. Kind of like what you did with Luck Be a Landlord. This game, I like this game. It has a lot of potential, but it's not like a top auto battler that I would recommend. Not really interested in it, but the voice has been soothing to fall asleep to. That's awesome to hear. Thank you for that. I enjoy these videos, but I kind of wish you didn't spoil the build before the video. Especially for Luck Be a Landlord. That might be true. I am always torn between, like, do you give, like, some people only click it because they see a build that they want to see. It's different for every game, too. Like, for Backpack Battles, I don't know how much of a spoiler it is. For Luck Be a Landlord, you're giving away, like, the whole game, basically, by showing the board. Maybe I should show the early game board, because it'll usually... I was gonna say it'll usually transform, but that'll give you hints to what it's going to transform to. This is helpful feedback to me. Huh, I have to think about that. It's tough because people want to know what they're gonna see a little bit before they click it, but then some people are gonna watch regardless, and then they don't need the spoiler to get them to click the video. And it's not like the spoiler is all that good anyways. It's not like, oh my god, another egg build, it's amazing. I have to think about thumbnails still. Okay. How many minutes was that? 11 minutes. 11 minutes of me babbling about nothing. I like getting to babble about nothing. This is my form of antisocial being social. Social activity. Fake social activity. All right. Ranked game. Let's do this. I hate that little bit of lag when I click the ranked game. That didn't used to be here. Why do we have the banana in the pants even though I'm doing random, so it's supposed to be random what it gives me? That makes me suspicious that it wasn't random. But we do have the star, which indicates it was random. So just dumb luck that we got the banana in the pants. Pan is really bad on this character. Whetstone is okay. You do want like 2 or 3 weapons. I could make shovel as one of the weapons. Shovel is broom plus pan. Let's plan on doing that. But then I also kind of want the whetstone because that's good with 2 weapons, but it's expensive. I don't need banana because we're slowing down the weapon by 30%. When I said at the start of the video that I wanted to maybe do a slow activating weapon build, pants would be part of that. And then the other part, wait, do stone gloves slow down a weapon? Oh, maybe they just make it cost more stamina. How do I see those? They're like called gauntlets, I think. Nope, they're not. Or I don't know how to spell, nope, they're called gloves. They are called gloves. Gloves of power. Oh, it doesn't slow them down. No, it does, but attack 10% slower. I could stack a lot of these on like one really big weapon. So to me, this is a tough call, because if I don't hit a weapon here, I'm screwed. Hey, there's a weapon, and it's a really good weapon. Okay. Do I keep Pan? It's weird because Pan uses 2 stamina per swing. But it's a really slow weapon. It just doesn't do much. I could keep it. We don't need second banana. So Spear does 3 to 8 damage. This does 5 to 7 damage. One of the advantages for Spear is if you leave these stars open, it breaks armor. But I don't really want to leave them open. Space is limited, and most enemies don't have armor on turn 1. This one has no armor. Soda Pops. Sadly, they have a lot of max HP. We're trying to kill them before these books can give them more max HP. Nice. In general, damage outpaces defense in this game. Very generally. Not always true. This one is a quick activator. It inflicts debuffs, but Berserker in general does not want debuffs. Because the debuffs can benefit my opponent more than they can benefit me a lot of the time. What about that wooden sword? I'm going to say no. Because we already have spear. I was thinking shovel, but it's going to be really hard to get shovel in now. The reason it's really tough to get shovel in now, because now I have 3 weapons. 3 weapons is starting to be excessive. Starting. Banana wants to touch Pan. We can go do that. But I also like to speed up Banana. Alright, so we want... Pan has to be in the pants, because it needs to be slowed down. Pan does not want to be sped up. Banana wants to be sped up. Banana wants to be touching Pan. Pig wants to be in. We're so close to having this solved. Except for the stupid pig. So I could put the pig in and take up 2 stars. Let's just do that. I also probably want another pig. Just because it's on sale. I would like it more if I could have it this turn. Stamina's going to be high, but the plan is just blow up the opponent immediately. Before they can activate this goober, which takes 5 hits of this sword. Blow them up. 4th hit. No, 5th hit. They just healed 9. And now kill them. Cool. Stamina cost, 0.5, 0.7, 0.5. So we're at 1.7. Base is 1 stamina per second. This gives 0.2 staminas per second if it's not being sped up, which it is. So we're like 1.2 when we use 1.7. We're like 1.25. Crap. Uniquely unique is pretty amazing. Especially when you're slowing down a weapon. Uniquely unique is really good at speeding up a single weapon. So I think it's amazing with pants. But it doesn't really want you to have 2 weapons. You can always sell shovel. I just made that shovel. I don't need to sell it yet. But at some point. This no longer needs to be doing anything. No longer needs to be touching a pan. So this, normally I don't value this card, but I do with Uniquely Unique. Because it's a free star. Speaking of which, that loses me 2 max HP, but it speeds this up. Stamina. My stamina cost went down. This is a tough call. So this is unique. It counts as a star for this, but its main advantage is that star items trigger slower at first, then they go super speed. You don't really need to go super speed when you already have Uniquely Unique, because Uniquely Unique goes super speed itself. But, it's decent. Alright, that goes there, that goes there. What was my plan? My plan was to put this here. Really good for speeding up the banana. I don't know, I get 20% plus another 30%, so 50% speed plus 60% speed because of this bag. 60% at the start, minus 30%, minus 20%, so we're 10% faster at the start, and then after the start we go up by 50% after 5 seconds. Seems good. It's a little bit weird to speed it up, slow it down, and then overly speed it up. So right now, 1.36 seconds. Now, 0.83 seconds. Bam. They had a lot of heat. 17 heat is a lot for day 3. And they have a pan that's touching 4 foods, so they're kind of strong. 8 to 10 damage against 8 to 10 damage. I hate this. So, one of the strongest items in the game is Stupid Present. Present is amazing. The problem with present is it's chaos. It just gives you so much value that it's worth it, but it's basically turn your brain off and just do whatever present gives you. So, time to turn our brains off. And the hope is that present gives us a new weapon. This does want to hit. I mean, we don't even need to hit banana anymore so much. I do need this star to go here. I'm just trying to think how to get the pigs to still hit each other. For the pigs to still hit each other, I can get one pig to hit. And I still want this bag. Okay, wait. What if I put this over here? Let's think about this. So I do want to be speeding up banana. This could slide over if it helps. I don't know if it does help. This wants to see both of those. Oh, I can speed this one up. Actually, that's more important than speeding up banana. Partly because it makes it easier to position things, and also because we don't have stamina problems. Okay, and oh, right, I still have to fit this. Little details. Still have to fit this is rough. Okay, let's forget about breaking their armor, even though that's like the whole advantage of this spear. Forget about it. What else? I need this present to be a star. Present, you are a star. Is that all? This does have a start of battle, so technically it would make the pigs happy, so I should move the pigs to go be happy. Good job, pig. Next up, this is on sale. The problem is, I want to feed all of my money to the present. Normally, I would be thinking about buying Hungry Blade and replacing Spear. But we'll see what the present has to give us. One of the biggest buffs, so yeah, you lose a couple rounds with present, but then it gives you all this value. Was that much value? I don't know. This is a lot of value. But you kind of want to sell it back because it's not that good. Crit hit chance and item activates 35% chance to gain luck and regen. There are weird decisions now. So like this could have a lot of value. Yellow gem. They both sell for 1. This is worth 2 gold, but it only sells for 1. This is worth 1 gold, sells for 1. Stamina bag, kind of good. Snow stick. Snow stick actually does more damage than this. It debuffs me, but it debuffs the enemy more. This is a tricky one. It's decent. I don't really want to slow it down. So I would have to do this, scoot over, that. 1 star, 2 stars. I could do that. It's just a lot of value. If I sold this right now, it's worth 6 gold. Selling this is questionable, but worth 4 gold. Oh, I could have put that yellow in this dagger. So we have 13 gold, and the biggest buff to present was they increased the gold a little while back that you get every round. And present just gives so much value. Let's go do it. So right now, this is a debuff build, which is weird. This is one of the stronger items in the mid-game. Right now, we're in the mid-game. Bobtail. Alright, this one. Refunds buffs. This can be amazing. Sadly, I did not get a weapon here. Not a weapon that I care about. Also, I don't have anything that cares about refunding buffs yet. But someday I will. Green gem is so much poison resist. That just shuts down poison builds. But poison builds aren't real. Could speed up the snow stick more, but it's already being sped up a lot. Let's speed up that dagger a little bit. Shelly's pretty good. I like Shelly. Normally, I'd be thinking about selling the pigs around now. but I don't want to sell them as much if I have a present that gains benefit from having lots of gold, which I do. Gloves. Normally I'd be trying to sell gloves. I do not need this banana. True? True. What about a mana orb? Mana orb is actually pretty important for a lot of builds. What if it gives me a mana build and all I need is a mana orb to enable it? Is it worth 3 gold to me? It might be. Quick interruption for real life. The Amazon delivery driver just came by and dropped off protein powder, so now I can have protein shakes again. Which is amazing. Do I ever buy a mana orb? It's potentially an important item, but I don't actually need it right now. It doesn't do anything. I think it's valuable enough and that I'm just strong enough that I can justify. You can always sell it back. It's just you have 3 less gold that you're feeding to present. Present can give amazing things, or it can give nothing. So far it's given pretty much nothing. Gave a Shelly. Gave an overpriced dagger. Katana. Katana's pretty good. This staff. I don't normally make this staff, but it's actually good. The problem with this staff is it needs 3 mana every time it goes off. Hey look, we took a mana orb. Also, that item that I said was really good in the mid-game. It's right there. Villain Sword. One of the fastest attacking items in the game. And it gains 4 damage for each melee weapon. Hey, it's a melee weapon. Hey, it's a melee weapon. Hey, it's a melee weapon. This thing would blow people up right now. It does take a little space. It would want to be sitting vertically. Really strong. This is a ranged weapon, actually. It's good, but it's so much space. It's not that good. I'm getting rid of it. It's good to speed up other things, but you don't want something this big. And it's something that drinks stamina, it drinks mana. The only reason I'm tempted to take it is because I did take that mana orb, which was preparing for something like this. But I got the mana orb plus I got other good stuff. I think I need space at this point. Duplicate buffs. Woodwork for Shelly. Katana. Katana's a weird one. I think I'm just buying this. I don't know if I need to duplicate buffs. If it was on sale, I would. Oil lamp's also tempting. Unnecessary, but tempting. Okay, so we would put this sword up here. And then it wants melee weapons around it. I don't need this. I think I'm taking the kind of crappy but kind of amazing villain sword route. The only one that doesn't actually need to be slowed down is that dagger. Because the dagger doesn't use stamina and it applies poison, which is amazing. Normally I would put this into here, but I don't really need to. I do have to figure out my setup. This is when I should pause and come right back. Be right back. Alright, so I want to sell off this mana orb, and I don't really need the stamina. Luck would be kind of nice, but it's not that necessary. I think there's enough value to this bag in that I can use the space, and it could give me future utility. That I'm going to spend the money on it. What about this blue gem? No deal. Purple gem? No deal. So only 2 gold, but we also get 22 gold next round. It is my subclass, though. We're probably going brass knuckles unless something else is on sale. Brass knuckles work well with glove. They work okay with uniquely unique. They work great with villain sword. They work great with dagger. Quit giving this staff. It's not real. It's not going to happen. They did give me space, though. This one is interesting. 6 spaces times 8 armor, 8, 16, 24, 48 potential starting armor, but you do have to activate its spots. which isn't always easy. This one, not that good. This one, I mean, it's okay. This one is crap. So, options. There's only one option. Shaman Mask could kind of be an option, but it really is just fighter. It's another weapon. It gives me more damage on this. This thing gives utility itself. The problem is, it wants to be positioned exactly where Uniquely Unique is. Or it wants to come up here. But I think it's just going to have to go right here. That works. And then Dagger wants to come up here. Which means that I want more bags up there. The good news is, a lot of my bags, their positioning doesn't actually matter. I just realized Shelly actually cares about this green bag. Crap. Huh. And the pain to position. Ooh, stone gloves. Stone gloves are the ones that I was looking at to slow down a weapon. Because our weapon already goes pretty fast, if we slow it down, we get 20% increased damage, and when we hit with the weapon, it gives 7 armor, which is kind of cool. It's especially cool if you can get it to hit 2 weapons in a useful way. That's difficult to do while keeping both weapons in the pants. Alright, so what I wanted was for the brass knuckles to hit all of these weapons. Because the brass knuckles give stuns, which is amazing. They give accuracy and they give crit chance. Crit chance is really, really good. But I also kind of want to speed up the brass knuckles. I want to speed them up because I'm already speeding this up with Uniquely Unique. This gets to speed up all 3 of the things that I want to speed up. It would be nice if it also sped Shelly. Crap. Oh, I don't really want to do the stone gloves if it's on brass knuckles, because brass knuckles just want to go fast. Could get another dagger. Not a bad trade. But I think the gem's more valuable. I guess the main question is just, yeah, what's most valuable to me? The answer is, I don't know. I do have to get this star in. So this is not at full stars. Could I get more? Maybe. I don't really need to speed up this one. So that's 5 stars. It's worth 40 armor, which is kind of worth more than getting a star on the pig. But I could always just switch the pig. Now we're still at 5 stars, and the pig is happy. Oh, but I could be making the Shelly happy. If I put it like this, it speeds up the Shelly by 30%. If I go like this, then I lose... how much armor? 8 armor. By putting that pig there. There's almost certainly a solution to this. I think this is the solution. Is it? Probably. That pig goes there. This pig goes here. I just want to make sure this still hits. It doesn't. So this needs to hit the brass knuckles. Wait, how was it hitting them before? Was it not? Put it all back. It was... okay. Yeah, I like this setup more. But I should still be able to do that. Okay, let's look at that. So, the main thing was putting this dagger like this, putting this like this. Why do I want that? Don't remember. Alright, put that like that. There was a reason that I wanted to scoot that over, so that I can make this pig happy, but it was already happy seeing the gloves. I don't know. So this would give 8 armor, so would this. Do it. Full stars. A little bit of vamp, which speeds up the Shelly. There's a decent chance the vamp potion never goes off. Oh, I could use the armor potion to make the Shelly happy. Would I do that? Maybe. I do like Shelly. The problem is I'm never going to drink these potions. No, I will. I'm going to drink this potion instantly because of this bag getting all of its armor. Start the battle. It's amazing. We only have 1 gold to feed the present. Fine. Look at that. We drank it. It gave us Vamp. We kill them. They are dead. Poor enemies. I'm in 83 silver. Listen, I'm trying to climb. It just takes a lot of matches and I don't play. Seems like I play a lot of this game. I really don't play that much of it. A little bit. The yellow gem kind of has value. It does. What else has value? These potions kind of have value. This potion would kind of have value. And it's cheaper than this potion, but it's not on sale. This has value. This has value. This has value. This is not a melee weapon, but it is good. And on hit it inflicts 3 poison, and I already inflict a little bit of poison. And I could inflict more poison, which is kind of fun. Alright, maybe we're just a poison build now. I don't know. Seems like a real thing. Okay, this screws up that star. How do I fix that? In order to fix that star, I don't know. I would move this. Wait, the real question is, do I want to use this bag just to speed up a dragon? Or do I want to use this bag on something else? The only thing I would really want to use it on is this dagger. So, or on the Shelly, but the Shelly's got gloves. The Shelly has 2 potions. We're good. Speed up the dragon. It's a lot of damage sources. They have very little chance. But who knows? Maybe they have some crazy build. They have Egg. They have Excalibur. But they don't have enough mana for it. And they have a second weapon. And they have a Shell Totem. I think you have to decide either between this weapon or this weapon. You cannot do both. They are trying to do a lot of damage, though. Because this adds damage. This is a big weapon. This is a big weapon. I drank my stamina. They almost drank theirs. They had 2 shields to drain my stamina. They're doing, like, worse present because they do have the Bag of Giving, which is crappy present, but it's still kind of amazing. It's not as amazing as this one. Crap. Decisions. So we're never keeping the Scoobert. Probably not keeping the whip, but I'm not sure. The whip is weird. The whip generates so much heat. 4 heat per trigger if you have spikes to feed it. It just drinks stamina. I think the answer is no. I don't need it. It's fun. I don't need it. False Life. False Life. I don't heal too much, but I have a little bit of Vamp from this. We double drink that. I have a little bit of armor. I have a tiny bit of lifesteal. This one is only good if I'm going to get the armor, the helmet, and the shield. Or the shoes. I currently have none of those. This one wins the game. Wait, maybe I just want to win the game. Let's just win the game. 5% more damage when you're already winning is amazing. Now, difficult decisions yet again. Do I buy the gloves just to speed this up by 20%? Probably. The reason for that, this one gives accuracy and crit to the weapon that I care about, and every time we stun the enemy, it stuns the enemy so they can't act, and it activates the poison dagger, which puts poison on them, which is kind of good. Do not make the gloves of power. So now, how do I fit the pig? I don't know. I almost see it. Hate it when I almost see something. if I could get this star here. So can I put this like this? I can. Wait, is that right? This one has to go here. That's right. So what we were trying to do was get these two spaces to put a pig in. This would be a lot of healing if I would have gone false life, but I didn't. Red gem is worth it. Red gem is worth it. They're not worth upgrading, but they're worth having. Ooh, unless I want to upgrade them just to get an upgraded gem into this one. I think I'd rather just have lots of little heals. Goobling for 1 gold. Would I keep a goobling? I would, oh, if I could put it like this, which I can. Crap. Why is that good? Because this thing activates super quick. Especially after 5 seconds. This also goes pretty... We have a lot of quick activators. Alright, a lot of quick weapons. Snow sticks are slow. Katana's also slow. So right now, this is a 0.89. They're dead. They died before we hit the 5-second mark for puzzle badge to speed things up. But even before then, this was a 0.93. And that's with 2 cold and no heat. They had a full egg, and they had some mana. They were going to get rid of all of my healing forever. They had uniquely unique, so they can also go fast, like I can. But my uniquely unique has 7 diamonds lit up. Their uniquely unique has 2. They did have a lot of mana. This is mana. This is mana. They're going to make a mana thirst. They have mana mastery. They have mana. They have a toad to give, or a frog to give mana. They have cauldron, which gives massive mana. They're not using their speed bag. They don't put the speed bags on the egg. Silver. Gotta love silver. Mana orb, which I don't need. Stupid shield, which I don't need, but if you can fill the regen on this, it's pretty amazing. Use 7 regen to additionally block range damage and effect damage, which is crazy, and gain 150 max HP once. Star items give plus 30% armor, heal 30% more, and have 30% chance to duplicate regen that they gain. Unattacked, 30% chance to prevent massive damage and remove tons of stamina from your opponent and gain regen. So it's self-fueling regen. Things I could get rid of. Could get rid of this. Could technically get rid of all 3 pigs. Getting rid of all 3 pigs would do it. Could get rid of the dragon. This is better than the dragon. It's actually really good. I hate it when things like that are really good. Because I don't want to try and fit it. Could fit where the present is now. Except the present is acting as a star. I'm just trying to figure out the space. Alright, so the present wants to be a star for this. I think I'm gonna have to lose something to do this. Could be the pig. Does it help me to lose the pig? So far, I don't see it. Figure it out. All of this feels like a pain. Also, does this need to be sped up? No. Does this need, like, anything special to it? No. Does it gain buffs? Yes, it can gain regen. 30% chance. When the opponent hits you, you gain regen, which charges this up. Alright, let's take out all of the pigs for right now. I could speed up these 2 weapons, but I was almost out of stamina already. The one I want to speed up is still the dragon. Let's figure this out. Shouldn't be this difficult. So I want to speed up the dragon, and I want to fit the shield. I'm going to pause and be right back. Alright, it actually wasn't that bad if I'm willing to give up 3 gold per turn for the rest of the game, which I am. Bam. I don't have to do that, but I'd rather get the present value than have them sit in the box. Maybe I could fit them back out here, but maybe I can fit something even better that present gives me. Rip and Reaper. In general, I'm going to want to keep putting more stuff out onto the board. I only got 2 regen. How slow is this axe? How quick is this is the real question. 0.61 seconds. 28, 31 damage. How much damage did we do? In 6 seconds with a high damage reduction board, so 45% damage reduction while they're in battle rage. We did not that much, 276 damage. Deerwood. Deerwood is a strong defensive item. Another bag. I don't need this, but this would have been another thing that used the mana orb. The ranged weapon. This is also a ranged weapon. This would solve stamina problems. Don't care. This and this are worth considering. I mean, it's probably just the cap. It's always the cap. And the bag has a lot of value to me right now. Does this have value? Not really. You're gone. It's always the bag. I need space. It's like the worst bag I could have gotten. Stamina has value, armor has value, regular bag has value. This has the least value. Except for maybe some puzzle bags. But puzzle bags have potential value. Alright, give me this. The other thing would be, if I want to shift everything up, which I don't, then the gloves could hit the cheese. Gloves are already hitting Shelly. I could put gloves onto the Emerald Whelp as well. That would mean shifting up 2 spaces. That's too difficult to do. Plus, we're already good. Just call it good. Feed the present. Win the game. Big sword. Big fire sword. For what? They can crit with it. For what? What does it do? Damage per second. 11.2 damage per second. Up against 44.7 damage per second with 15% crit chance. They will get crits if they gain heat. Wait, how do you gain heat? How do you gain heat? This one gives heat. No, it counts as 5 heat items. It doesn't give heat. Okay. Weird. I don't generate buffs. I mean, Shelly does, but it's a pain to get a second bag over there. Could technically do it. It would be such a hassle. It's not worth it. Shelly's not even activating before the fight is over. I could do it because I have that armor bag. I don't care that much. So, what kind of junk do we have? We have this helmet. I already had that. We have this red. Red's fine. Gems have more and more value the further you get into the game. Partly because space has more and more value. Cheese is okay. This book uses mana. Trying to see if there's anything that gains me mana. This one can. It gives you 5 random buffs at the start. This one technically can. 3 random buffs. And what does this give? Regen. Ooh. Regen's actually important because this heart shield is massive. Speaking of which, what does that star do? Oh, it gives 30% more healing. Got it. Not important. But I could have a second goobling. I don't even really want the first. I could have cheese, but cheese is valuable. I could also just sell cheese. I could have a dog because it's a melee weapon that uses 0 stamina and it makes the sword happy. Okay. It wasn't obvious. I was more excited by that option than by the other options. So yeah, it counts as a star for this. And it's a 2 size. It's basically a dagger, but a little bit better. I don't know if it's better than a poison dagger. Probably not. Poison dagger's way better. But it's better than a non-poison dagger. Except that I have brass knuckles. I don't know, it's weird. This book uses mana. And it can make other books be on sale. This book goes faster for each star spell. This one gives luck. Ooh, but then after you get 5 luck, it gives regen. Maybe I take that. It's kind of weird, but it goes in the green bag too. I'm gonna take it. I really do want to activate this heart. Oil lamp is tricky because you want to put it on to villain sword. And if I'm getting luck, there's less need for the accuracy. But villain sword already has a lot of stuff that it wants near it. It wants uniquely unique. It wants all the melee weapons. I guess that's it. That's enough. We're killing all of the opponents with max HP. They had a badger, which we just learned was amazing early game. They have ukulele, which is one of the broken uniques, or skills. They have dragon, which I love. They're trying to make Dragon Knight, I think. Maybe? Maybe they're not. They have Daggerang, which is fun. Prismatic Bird, which is amazing. But it's expensive. Genie Lamp, if they could get it to go off. Genie Lamp is a really good activator for if they get the Dragon Knight. All they need is Twine. Yeah, if I could find something that used buffs. And I did want the stone gloves at one point. Could get the stone gloves. They take up too much space. I don't think I'm really going to find a weapon that uses buffs at this point, so there's not much benefit to this bag. Except that it fits okay. But then the square bag doesn't fit great. And we already have this bag. So if I was going to do this, we would hit Control 3 so that I have a save point. Come here. That would go there. That would go there. Problem now is I do need to fill that one space. But this space seems like it might be important. Maybe it's not. So we have this speed bag. Where would I fit that speed bag? Ooh, that almost works. If I go like this, it would split that speed bag in half. These pants are such a pain. You basically have to dedicate, you don't have to, but an armor bag dedicated to them like solves it. So easy solution, if I don't care about speeding up the dragon, or if I can move the dragon, which I probably can, is that. But I want this speed bag to be next to that speed bag. And I still need to fit this shield. Alright, this dog. I'm not using the gloves. The goobling. I don't need the goobling. I do want this bag. I just don't know what I want to do with it. Ideally, I would put it right here. Just... there's... So on one hand, there's don't be lazy. But on the other hand, there's... We've already won, and I could probably just jump to round 18 right now, even though it's round 14, and I would destroy most opponents. Especially, I just got this dagger. This dagger's amazing. Okay, what am I supposed to have? I need this one to speed things up. It's speeding up so much. I want this to come down, so I'm taking up one of these stars to feed this thing. Fine. I don't have to put that there. This could go right here. If I put it there, then it's not taking up a uniquely unique spot. We're trying to get this shield in. The dog actually likes the shield. So this one, every 4 seconds, gains 14 armor, cleanses 1 frost, and increases armor gain by 1. And it goes faster when it's touching a pet. This is a pet. The problem now is it really wants to be sped up by that speed bag. But this also makes it give 30% more armor. So, to get it sped up by that speed bag would be very difficult. Forget that. This one likes to touch other pets as well. Too bad. I don't even know if I want... Oh, but it gives luck, regen, or empower. All of which are useful. And technically, I can craft it. Crafting it wouldn't be bad. Crap. Now the present doesn't reach. Crafting it wouldn't be bad. If I put this here, this could move. Dagger goes here. Good enough? Kind of weird. Ideally, I would switch this and this, but I can't do that at all. This is still happy, correct? Why does it feel like I'm missing stars? I have 7 stars. Is there a unique that I'm missing? No, I think we're good. Start the battle. There is a blind Goobert right there for 11. Light Goobert. Easy fight. Wait, is it an easy fight? They have Lantern. Did they blind me? This was not an easy fight. We won it, but wow, it was not easy. The good news is, after they use Lantern... No, they don't use all of their heat. Where did their heat go? This sword just used up all of their heat. God, and it gave them so much empower. So they were doing big damage. Can they crit? They can because they have a Draconic Orb. That's why they were doing so much damage. They got a couple crits in there. No, that's me. Lots of 0 damage hits. Oh, they were invulnerable, right, because of this Lantern. And they have crit resist, stun resist, and I do stun. Damage. That was me doing damage. It felt like they did a lot of damage to me as well. They did. 118 damage. At what time in the run? At 3.83 seconds. That is a good amount of damage. Bam, and then we drink our vampire potion. Alright, cool. Surprisingly strong build. Oh, this fits. I just don't know how to fit it. I mean, I do. I just don't want to. So the main thing is figuring out the square bags first. Really, you just want to remove the square bags. They don't do anything. They're not good at. I lose 1 space if I just ditch that square bag, but then the hope is that you just find more bags. I don't need these gloves. The cat is pretty good. Cat speeds up this sword, it speeds up this. Technically speeds up this, it speeds up this dog, it speeds up this dog, it speeds up this dog. Speeds up this dragon. What I'm getting at is the cat speeds up a lot. But you need it to be touching 40 gold worth of value. So it's not easy to position. But I have a lot of stuff worth money. Still. Stuff that's worth money wants to be where it is. Could always just get rid of that food dog. Food dog. We go touch a food over here instead of whatever it was doing over there. Huh. Could go touch Shelly. I really do want that bag. Oh, wait, I could touch Goobling. If I had space, crap, I would have space if I put this back in. If I put this back in, The enemy could have shields, and then I would want that stamina. So if I put that in, you could come up here. You could touch this food. You could touch 2 pets. So you're getting sped up by 20% from the pets and 20% from the food. And it helps me charge up this shield. And the shield does matter. I have 3 missing space and I don't want to solve it. I really don't. I think the answer would involve putting this right here, putting a square bag in the corner, redoing it all. I'm being lazy, but we're at 5 wins with how many rounds left? Basically, I'm being lazy, but I expect that we're going to win most of these. Probably all of them. Start the battle. Oh, I could sell this. Why would I sell this? Because the present could give me a better bag. No, keep it. Present could also... We're up against present. Yeah, but do they know which items to keep from present? Because that's the tricky thing. Is which items have value when you get a whole bunch of random junk. Like this could have value if I was getting a ton of buffs, but I'm not. Because it could have more value than Snow Stick, and if you have mana to feed it. This can have value. Why? Because it could get me regen. Yeah, I'm probably just going to take that. Get rid of the goobling, finally. This can have value. This has value. Cool. Still missing 1 space. Right up here. Goobling. Goobling is not as good as broccoli, and I don't actually care about this dog that much. It's mean, but it's true. Don't care about this. Don't care about this. Don't care about this. One of the main questions is, do I care about this? It's round 16. There are 2 rounds left. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. What is the cooldown on Shelly? 6.32 seconds. This one? 0.59 seconds. The enemy? Dead. Only random. Me too. Me too. 490 damage against 140. They were very spiky. And most of their damage. So it says they did 140, but 83 of that was me hitting myself. Most of their damage was nothing. A little bit of poison, a little bit of tusk poker, bloodthorn, shortbow. Good try. Did this... Oh, that is their bloodthorn. God, they have a perfect lifesteal gem in there. They're doing poison things. They're trying. They're trying. That's actually kind of cool. Bloodthorn plus Ivy. Okay, do I think I'm going to find my 1 space? Because if I do, maybe this is worth it. But I don't want to look for it. This one could be worth it, but it's a lot of space. This one could be worth it. I don't care about it. I don't even really care about the green bags, so why would I care about an owl? Mana. Nope. 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 Toad. Toad for what? To get me mana and luck. For what? To try and get the regen from the broccoli. Nope. Green gem. Green gem could replace a different green gem. Sure. Sure. This one is questionable. Which means I don't want it. Start the battle. That would be a good weapon, but I don't need it. It's better than snow sticks, probably. Don't need it. And really, that weapon wants to go fast. Hey, we filled the heart container. Can tell because max HP went up. 6.28 seconds, 80 damage crit. With a weapon that triggers every half second. And it'll gain more and more crit. Oh right, I don't have to worry about accuracy at all. What is this here for? This is the one that's actually triggering or filling that heart container, is this. So now I could remove all the other junk. But the other junk's fine. This one is junk. This one is junk. This one is junk. 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 This would work with Shelly, but I don't need it. Technically, Shelly can only occupy 2 bags. Shelly's happy. Let's just leave Shelly alone. There is a genie lamp. Doesn't do anything for me. If I gain lots of empower, maybe that does something. This is a 2-space weapon. It uses a little bit of stamina, but not much. It is melee. And it would give damage to this. I don't need it. We're good. That was all I wanted. I mean, I could take speed bag. The sad thing is, right now, I should just take this shield. Where do you put the shield? You just get rid of the dog. You get rid of this. Put the cap right here. You buy the shield because it actually contributes, unlike the broccoli. The broccoli wants to contribute, but luck doesn't do anything for me. Regen, after I get 7, it doesn't do anything. The dog doesn't do much. Really doesn't. Speed bag. Another. God, I could have 4 energy bags on a staff, and it would refund 100% of the buffs that it used. Or on the rapier, so it would just scale forever. Really, I only have 3 of these, but I could have got a 4th probably. This one. Could do similar with this. Whenever it uses regen, just have it refund the regen it uses. Do I want to figure this out? Not really. And yet, here we are. What am I even trying to speed up? Ideally Shelly, but doesn't work well. Could speed up the katana. I guess it's fine. And another of these. For what? Don't know yet. And some vamp. For what? Don't know. And a bloodthorn. For no reason. Alright, we already have 1 happy cat. I would like to have a 2nd happy cat. More than I would like this dog? Yep. Much more. Way more. What about this one? So that cat is pretty expensive. If I just put it here, it's happy. Yeah, but that dog's getting extra there. Oh, I could make it happy right here, too. That was easy. Full build? Another of these. How much stamina do I need? There's also a dragon egg on sale, which I like a lot. Dragon egg. Don't need it. The cat is better. There's a stamina potion. Technically, if I bought the stamina potion, I could ditch the vampire potion and do what? Trade out 3 of these bags for a stamina bag. Nope. I really want to trade out a square bag. If I roll and there's 1 more of these and they're on sale. Oh, it's a 2-cost roll. Never mind. Never mind. Hey, bag for a bag. For a purple, more vampire. That is a super scary build. Do we beat it? I think so. Luckily, I have a big burst of damage, and I'm not super dependent on my buffs. Because they have 4 misses struggles. They're going to be debuffing me. Every time they debuff, they gain more armor. They have poison resist. The buff's never removed from me. Oh, that blind could actually be a problem. Accuracy 85. I am speeding this up, but it's going to take a second. At 5 seconds, this will start to speed up these. We're at 3.8 seconds. It's about to go off. 4 seconds. It's actually quicker than 4. No, it's not. 6.6. They're frosting me. I'm dead. That was the problem. Oh, I'm frosting myself too. That's why I don't like debuffs. is because unless you're a pure debuff build like this, any debuffs I use are getting used against me. Whatever frost I put on, whatever poison I put on, they're just going to put it back. Cleanse 2 debuffs and inflict them on your opponent. That is going to destroy me. 0.77 seconds, but it's about to increase. This did go off. 0.76. Wait, we're going quicker for a second. Why are we going quicker? I must have gotten rid of one of these. 0.8. It does look like I'm going to kill. But it's hard to say, because if they get me up to like 100 frost, I'm just dead. I have weapons that really want to go quick. This wants to go quick. This wants to go quick. Yeah, we're gonna kill. Cool. If the fight went on much longer, they win, no question. They've removed all my buffs. I'm never gonna get this to activate, which sucks. They remove my regen quicker than I gain it. Only a little bit quicker. This thing's pretty good. We got them. One more hit. Bam. Landed it. By the end, though, 6 blind isn't that bad. Accuracy was up. Accuracy was up. Accuracy was up. How was I removing the blind? By the end, damage dealt. I was dealing less damage. I was dealing less damage. I did have some crit hit resist. I had some healing amplification. I had stun resist. Their healing was down. They have stun resist, which messes with me. Ideally, if I could stun them, it could screw them up a little bit. They had tons of damage reduction for the first 7 seconds. This one, more damage reduction. This one, more damage reduction. They're so hard to kill. Yeah, at the start, they reflect the first 6 debuffs. They have 50% damage reduction. You can't stun them very easily. It's difficult to land crits. And then as soon as I do get their health down, those stone boots go off. So like hey, we did stun them once in there. Right in here somewhere. Shouldn't stone boots go off? I think they did just go off. Stone shoes. Stone shoes. Weird. It doesn't show that it's reducing the ranged and the effect damage. Oh, it does show it. That's what this is showing. And that goes all the way until the end of the fight. Luckily, I don't really do range damage, and I don't do effect damage. Dumb luck. The boots don't work against me. Cool. We got there. Survival bonus in silver, but still, that was good. We're well into gold now with another character. Bam. Gold, silver, gold, 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 and diamond. History. That was almost a perfect game. Why did we lose? Because I bought present. But it paid off. If you go to the end, I guess a lot of my bags have value, but 349 value is a lot. Anything above 300 is pretty high. This one, 288. So yeah, 349, very high. This doesn't count, it's unranked. 403. That was me trying to make 6 gooberts just for fun. Doesn't count. This one, 295. Yeah, above 300. 322. High value board. That's because I have Falcon Blade. I have Shield. Kind of surprised it's worth that much. Oh, I have Prismatic. I have a lot of Vamp. Vamp items, adding these crystals, or amulets, they're worth 8 gold apiece. So they're expensive. But this makes it worthwhile, this red orchid collar. In large part because it's a vamp item that doesn't actually use this amulet. And even if it did use the amulet, it's still worth it. 315. Because of the dragon? Oh, again, prismatics. And another vamp item. And 2 collars. They've increased the price of collars, plus a cat. Yeah, there's a lot of value on that board. But still, not as much as this present board. 322, 2 cats. And the caps are expensive, especially a purple cap. And vamp items, and prismatic, and a vamp goob. Yeah, a lot of value. 313. 2 of these draconics. This armor's expensive. This build didn't even matter what I did. Sadly, I set it up wrong, but this should have blown up like anything in the game. This would blow up. I wish I could match up like this one against this one. It might actually not blow it up, but the only reason it wouldn't is because I didn't set it up right. And I do have a shield on the other board. This one should go pretty crazy. Yeah. So this would blow up like when I was struggling with that one right there, that Frost Sticks Cold build. The whole idea for this one is we blow them up before they can even do anything. 695 damage in 1.62 seconds. That is a crazy build. Sadly, it's reliant on finding this, and it's reliant on finding these two. But even one of them would have been enough. This, though, hardwood you can't guarantee. And I don't think you can see it till round 10, so you don't know if you're getting it till the game is almost over, or over halfway over. Alright, how did we do? I already know how I did. We did great. We win like 9 out of 10 at least. Probably 10 out of 10. They do have a King Goober, which can mess with me. 1 win. 2 wins. Ooh. I think that's 3 wins, but it's hard to tell. So 1, they have a lot of damage reduction right at the start. 2, they have a crown. 3, they have a rainbow goobert. They have slime time. And they have unhealing. And they have Jerry. They don't have heat to feed Jerry. If they had heat to feed Jerry, they'd still be in trouble. They're poisoning themselves as much as me somehow. Or no, I have poison stuff. I'm poisoning them. And they're dead. Was that 4? We'll say it's 4. It doesn't really matter. Winning them all. This is a lot of mana and a lot of buffs, so they would do something if they could live long enough. But they can't. 5 wins. 6 wins. Axe does go kind of crazy, but this takes 5 seconds. Ooh, they have mana. Never mind. 2 crowns plus they had mana. And as soon as the crowns wear off, we're good. 6 wins. They had a bunch of potions to drink, too. It's a lot of vamp. 7 wins. So they have a lot of value on their board, but it's not actually doing anything. 8 wins. I've never seen scale be good yet. Maybe someday we will. Ooh, I'm honking like crazy, though. Luckily, this weapon keeps hitting even when you're honking most of the time. 8 wins. Ooh, but there was a long patch. They must have been invulnerable. That's the reason this fight went on so long? No, they were not invulnerable. I'm just out of stamina. I'm completely out of stamina to the point that it's not even hitting. Why? Shielded, so this has a high block chance. I guess that's it. Huh. Does this increase their chance of block? No, it's still 60%. Weird. I think that was 8. 9 wins. Lots of buffs, though. Lots of mana. What do they do with their mana? No, it's not mana. They're making heat. What does this one do? Oh, gain 30% of your buffs. That would be cool. After, like, 6 seconds? Something like that. Start a battle. Reduce damage taken. Cool. Bonus stamina regen for their one weapon. Okay. 9 wins. Round 10. Ooh, too bad it's crap. Wait, do they have starting mana? No. If they had 11 mana right at the start, maybe they would have a chance. They have 1 chili. They do have Smelly Wall, so they're going to gain a bunch of armor. They have Friendly Fire. If they have enough mana to feed it, they just used 10 of their mana on a crown. They just used another 10 of their mana on a crown. So now the question is, can they get their 11 mana, and every time they swing this, can they get 11 more? So the answer is close. But even if they can, the next question becomes, when they swing this, do they get enough benefit from it? And the answer is kind of yes, because of this. So normally Garlic is pretty crappy, 3 armor. But with this, they give 8 armor apiece. So 8, 16, 32 armor, and then they gain a bunch of spikes. I mean, the answer was no, but maybe it almost could have been a thing. Spikes probably did damage against me. 167. Not enough, but they were starting to... Yeah, so the biggest thing is they're delaying this going off by putting on these 2 crowns. It's kind of good because they're also delaying me killing them. So they delayed me killing them all the way to here. But they're not scaling during that time. Neither of us is doing anything. They're basically just putting the game on pause. And I don't know what they're doing while it's on pause. I guess they fill a heart container, which is good. But really, all they're doing is while they're invulnerable, they're wasting this time when the damage is reduced, damage is reduced, damage is reduced. So they don't want crowns right at the start. Yeah, this is a bad crown build. Normally, I do like crowns against my builds because I do bursty damage right at the start. And then I usually run out of stamina so they can screw me up. But that doesn't work against this one. And it doesn't work against Brass Knuckles or against daggers. It does work against Katana, it does work against Snow Stick. But the idea with Snow Stick is there's enough slowdown that you don't end up running out of stamina. So right at the start, yeah, they have 85% damage reduction. There's no reason to crown. It does take them a minute. I guess they've already dropped down to 35% by the time it does go off. Still, I don't even want to crown while I'm at 35%. I want to wait until it's at like 0, which happens as soon as the second crown wears off. No, they never get to 0. Okay, they do get to 0. It just takes forever. 10 seconds in, they drop to 0% damage reduction. That's when you want to crown. Crown just doesn't work well with egg unless you have these yellow bags or unless you have energy amulets. And then they can work. That's a lot of mana orbs. They could have had more mana. Weird. God, they could have had stupid amounts of mana. Crazy amounts. Instead, they're focusing on spikes and armor. Which kind of makes sense, but they need more mana. This is mana hungry. Especially, they would benefit from popping these 3. Yeah, I would go super mana heavy for this one. Alright. That was kind of fun. I go back and forth from feeling like I'm tired of backpack battles, but then every time, by the time I finish a run, I'm super into it again. This game is weird. Alright. That is going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.